Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, July 2nd, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, Coney, NVIDIA, MSTY, SimC, and Platy. It's also Group D declaration date, so we will announce what Group D is paying when they do at 6:55 a.m. So I will go till at least then, and we'll talk about it from there. And then we'll go to work, right? It's pretty simple. All right, so what you see is the YieldMax website. I'm just going to show you real quick the distribution schedule for Group D. If you're curious, today is what, July 2nd. So obviously you see right here, Group D and the weekly payers, they declare, this is the declaration date, July 2nd. Ex-dividend date will be tomorrow. Market is open tomorrow, but until I believe 1 p.m. Market is not open Friday. So guess what? Neither is the bank, and you ain't getting paid. You ain't getting paid until Monday, brah. So you got to wait till over the weekend to get that massive distribution. So you can't go out lollygagging all weekend, wasting all your MSTY money, unfortunately. You'll have to wait until that Monday. So, hey, it is what it is. Maybe you're better off, right? So let's get to it. All right. So had problems yesterday with the download again. Reached out to my IT friend, and he came to the rescue as usual. So shout out to him. Again, he likes to go unnamed, he said. But if he doesn't, he can let me know, and I'll say his name, X name, or whatever. But it's a slightly different format. It's actually in alphabetical order now, and it will show these subtotals and whether it's an overall profit or win, and then overall debit, meaning loss. All right. So we're just going to scroll right down to MSTY because, again, it's in alphabetical order, and then we'll see what they did yesterday. Needless to say, MSTY did a lot of trades. I mean, come on, man. Freaking Tuesday, you're killing me here. Mr. Scott over there. Buy, call, sell, put. Okay. So they're adding to the 385 synthetic, right? That's a 385. And then what are they doing here? Buy to close put. They're closing out the 370, right? Buy to close put, closing out the 370. And then here, they're adding to a 390. New position, 919 expiration. Woohoo! We love the further expirations because we don't have to talk about the synthetic, right? But and it gives us more time to make bank brah, to get more excited about that. Obviously, they closed a lot of positions, so on and so forth. But as you know, or maybe you don't know, we cover MSTY in a little more detail than the other funds. So we'll let's go through MSTY on this file. So yesterday again was July 1st. So I'm just going to go tab by tab. So you can see the synthetic 370. This is one of them. This is the one I believe that expires the 18th. Yep. They closed out or sold out of 8,000 contracts, and they made money. They made 8.5 million in the process. Because why? Well, MSTR is priced above the 370, right? It closed at 373. I don't know what the price was when they sold that, when they closed out of this position. But again, it's good money, brah. Good money. So obviously that would get carried to right here, payment 10, because we are now on the new cycle. All right. Moving on to the other synthetic 370. This one expires July 11th. They closed out the whole thing, 8,350 contracts worth. You can see they made about 18.7 mil. So let me hear you say bank brah. So obviously that'll be added to payment 10 as well. So show me the freaking money. All right, let's go on to the other synthetic. It's a synthetic 380, and they closed out of this one. All right, they closed out all 34,440 contracts. They said peace. Forgot to make this a beautiful green color, right? Green for the credit income, red for the debit. But they made 12 million in closing out this one. So again, just a little more bank brah. All right, bank brah. We saw they added to the 385 just 1,000 contracts each, but that's all good. They actually made a credit, overall credit adding to that contract, 248,000. So yeah, pretty sweet, man. Pretty good day. Scroll down. How many contracts here now? We got about what, 4,000? Yeah, that's like nothing. That's it. 4,000. Yeah, 1,000 at a time, man. 1,000 here, 1,000 there, all right. And then they started the new synthetic. We got a new synthetic. It has 8,000, 8,350, and 34,440 contracts. All right. Did they make bank, bro, opening it? Believe it or not, they actually made 10.1 million while opening this, because the put credit was higher, larger than the call debit. Because you can see here, the 390 is actually pretty far above the MSTR price. MSTR price, again, it closed at 373. What was the price at the time they opened it? To be determined. Feel free to figure that out, but I'm not doing it. But it doesn't matter. It expires September 19th, 80 days away. So we can be like, ooh-wee, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Focus on the weeklies. All right. So that was the synthetic party. Hopefully that made sense. If not, let me know in the comments if I need to clarify anything. All right. All right. So price change from yesterday. MSTR, they had a rough go at it, as did most of the market, I believe. Some of the market. But sorry, coffee break. All right. Yeah, they went down 7.65%. MSTY went down as well, obviously, but not down as much. Again, because they do cover calls, right? They beat the underlying. All right. They beat it pretty, almost by 2%. They went down 5.77%. So not a bad day at all. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Check this out, baby. IV on the 30th was 46%. IV yesterday, 50%. IV today, 52%. We are headed in the right direction. So that's pretty good. So we can be happy about that. Now let's look at the trades. So what did they do yesterday? What was Mr. Scott and the YieldMax team doing? They were keeping busy, right? Anything in gray we covered previously, so we don't have to talk about that stuff. We'll just talk about the new stuff we filled in here. So what's this? All right. So they closed out at 407.50, 407.50, 405. What'd they pay? Basically chump change. So these three trades here brought in a profit overall of 3.6 mil. So that's always good, right? Here's another one, 407.50. Again, they paid 36 cents per share to close this position. Last week on the 27th, they made 345 per share credit to open the position. So obviously, yes, we won. We made 309 per share on this well, I shouldn't say per share, but 3 per for this contracts, for 5,000 contracts. That's how much we made overall. 1.5 mil profit with a P. All right, let's keep going. What do we got here? 412.50s just chilling. Again, 412.50. That's the strike price. Look at MSTR price. It's well below that strike price. So, of course, it's going to be much, much cheaper to close it out. And they did. And they paid about 38 cents. And they had a profit on these three about 1.2 mil. So, yeah, we're just chilling, making bank, bruh. Don't mind us. And then here's a bunch more, 410, 415, 410, 412.50. All of these, again, profitable. You could see it reflects win overall credit, $3.8 million, almost $4 million in credits right there. And then if I scroll to the left, again, July 1st was yesterday. They opened a whole bunch of new trades, assuming I got all these dates and crap right. Again, I was filling in the spreadsheet manually, the old school way from the white template, because my IT friend I didn't get the fix until this morning. But this is what I got. And notable 2,000 contracts, 22 cents per share. They did a 430 that expires tomorrow. All right, tomorrow, maybe just for the hell of it, right? 44,000 bucks. Hey, what harm, I guess, right? What a harm, because it's going to be hard to lose this 15%, 15% out of the money. I kind of like that move. I like these moves. Again, my guess, and what the hell do I know? My guess is they already made what they needed to for the week. So they're just doing this to add additional income into the fund. So they should do this more, right? Just go way out of the money. If you made what we made, just go way out of the money. Go, 2 days till expiration, 1 day till expiration, maybe even 3. Just go way out of the money. What do you got to lose? Because more than likely, again, 15% out of the money with 1.5 trading days. I feel good about that. How about you? I don't know. All right. So that's the update on the trades. Now, if we scroll here, this is just pure insanity. Like $13 million increase in outstanding shares. Who in the actual hell has that kind of money, bruh. Bruh. All right. Why is this? Oh my God, it's pulling the wrong. Hold on a second. It should be on this line. Yeah. I don't know why these formulas always get screwed up. And then this, yeah, that's still skipping a line. Don't be skipping lines, brah. All right, stupid A. There you go. Sorry. All right. Anyway, just look at that. That's a 5.6% increase. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Who is the whale? It's not me. I wish it was. I wouldn't be working then. I'd be like, woo-hoo. I'll be on a boat inviting you all, you know, on the ROD yacht. Where are we going, man? One day. Anyway, let's go to the recap at the top. MSTY price is at $20.89. So again, after that massive beating yesterday, they're still above $20. So hey, we'll take it. MSTR price is at $3.73. Not bad, not bad. 30-day IV, again, we like E because we're coming back. We're coming back 52%. Outstanding shares, 246,200. Total net income, still showing a debit. Again, think about it, right? They profited, but a lot of that profit, that original credit, fell into the prior weeks. So we added only the closures, the debits, into the new position. And then obviously that gets all added into the payment 10 net income. So if you see at the top here, right, these debits, you know, we were in a big debit position yesterday because we did take a big hit from closing out some of those other trades. All right, but anyway, so we are not in a credit position yet to able to continue. So we'll go to the next tab and we'll check out the comparison to the competition. So MSTR is just chilling, right? They went down 7.65%. MSTY, we know, went down 5.77%. Winter went up 5.10%. So again, that's good to see. It works as intended, I guess, right? I don't own it, but a lot of people do want to, you know, kind of buy this as a hedge to MSTY, which, you know, may or may not work. Like yesterday worked, right? Yesterday worked, but that's one day, right? In due time, does it work overall in the long term? Who the hell knows? But I don't want to short Bitcoin. I don't want to short MSTR. So I don't want winter. But anyway, IMST, they went down 6%, and MS2, who had ex-dividend date yesterday, but again, we added that back into the price before we calculate, but they still went down 7.92%, assuming this formula is correct. So overall, MSTY took the win yesterday. So bravo, MSTY, you won. All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep the rhythm here, man. We're doing good. All right, today is announcement day. So again, wait until 6:55 a.m. Kids are up pounding on the floors, so you may hear screaming. So bear with me here. The announcement is happening. Again, 6:55 a.m. Hopefully I'm done with most of my video by then and we could talk about it. All right. Payment information, we got now synthetic income, yeah, 49.7 mil worth. That's right, son. Extrinsic income, 17 mil. Short weekly income, again, that's a loss of 4.2 mil. But if we take the total net income, which is the weekly plus the synthetic, that is about 45 mil. So total income per share so far, 18 cents. Total extrinsic income so far, 7 cents. Again, weeklies are at a loss. So that's the summary there. But this is all in the Rotomator now. So as you can see, we have the weeklies, which again, we're not in a profitable position to talk about that. We have the net income, which we talked about, 18 cents. And then we have the IV income, 84 cents. And then the gains, son, gains. This is for price change. But obviously they went down yesterday. So we in fact, we lost our gains, right? Where our big biceps and triceps, they kind of shrank and now we're getting fat. So obviously our gains went negative. All right, let's go to the MSTY holdings and see how we doing. Again, so what do we look at? Well, this is the download of the holdings. Same thing. You know, I just highlight differently. But if you look here under QSIP, you can see the dates of expiration. Anything in black font, again, this is how I highlight it. Black font is expiring tomorrow. Again, market closes tomorrow. Reminder. And then 7-Eleven obviously is for next Friday. So we don't really care about next week as much. We're focusing on this week. So what do we got left open? We got lowest strike price, $3.95, 5.81% out of the money. Highest strike for this week, $4.05, 8.49% out of the money. So how do we feel about that? Woohoo! freaking awesome, right? But again, what is pre-market doing? Actually, I have it up in another screen. MSTR is up about 3% in the pre-market. So is this safe? Well, not necessarily, but it's better than what it was, right? It's better than what it was. So anyway, let's look at the rest of the holdings. Again, they sold out of 2 synthetics and they replaced it with 1. So now we have a 370 that expires July 18th, which is very soon. And then we have a 385 that expires August 15th, and then a 390 that expires 9/19. So time is on my side. Yes, it is. So right here, these synthetics, you know, they can go bye, 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 right? If you see these 2 in red, they're gone, right? They close them out. So we can clear them out. Oh, yeah. Hey, whatever. And then we'll move these suckers down. We'll move the 370 down. I'll fix it tomorrow, but whatever. So you see the new synthetics. They're not really, you know, making bank, bro, but they already made bank on the other synthetics. So that's pretty good. Now, the value of the fund is still over $5 billion. So that's pretty awesome. Probably won't be after tomorrow, ex-dividend date. So, but we'll see. We'll see if MSTR does go up. Total contracts now that we have based on the synthetic position, 130,215. They are selling calls on about 86%. So approximately 13.24% uncappity duda. And for that reason, I guess, yeah, they don't really need credit call spreads, credit call spreads, insurance plays, but buddies. They don't really need that. All right. So it's, I have to say, it's turning into a pretty damn good week. So maybe they'll give us a bigger distribution, right? And then we'll all be happy. We'll all be happy. Is it $1 or more? That's really the question. It's probably gonna be over $1. Yeah, I mean, it has to be, right? I mean, it's almost Christmas, right? We're almost getting there, right? We're halfway there. All right, let me take a sip of coffee. All right, here we go. Are you ready? All right. So we just covered MSTY. Now IMST. This is another alternative to MSTY from Bitwise. What do they do? Obviously, for the most part, the same thing. Buy call, sell put, synthetic position, then sell a bunch of calls. But they do it differently. They sell calls all over the place. They sell calls here. They sell calls there. They sell calls every freaking where. So we're just going to focus on the calls that expire tomorrow. And they are woo-wee, way out of the money, 5 and 11% out of the money. So are they going to be able to capture upside today? Looks like it. Synthetic contracts total for them, 2,305. Covered calls that they have on that is about 63%. So again, uncappity duda on about 46% of their 36% of their funds. So that's pretty good. Outstanding shares and NAV, again, just checking the NAV versus the price like we do the others, 12-cent gap, but whatever. They declare again on July 24th, so towards the end of the month. The other competitor is MS2. Interestingly enough, their download does not have any position in MSTR, MSTY, MST this, MST that, nothing. They just have the treasuries. They just have the government bonds and negative cash. All right, that's it. So what are they doing? Again, sometimes they don't want the overnight exposure, I guess. However, pre-market, man, pre-market's up. So I'm not sure that's a good idea. Again, I don't know what they're doing. I haven't read the prospectus. I know I'm slacking. I got to do it. But we'll see, man. We'll see. So yeah, there is no synthetic, so you can ignore this. But obviously, they declared. We already know the 18 cents. So, so on and so forth. MST. Why is that? They're not updating. But again, like I said, I'll try to cover them in one of the videos, maybe tomorrow or Friday morning, because Friday is going to represent the Saturday. All right, I do have questions, so I have to get through them. I'll do them as fast as I can. So Rick Watson, 9845, has a video question. Good job. You typed in video question. All right, next time you speak to the fund manager at YieldMax, ask them why are they not selling puts? I understand they are covered call funds and the prospectus doesn't allow them to sell puts. All right, well, they do sell puts, you know, on their synthetic. But selling calls and puts just makes more sense. If calls get blown through, sold puts help mitigate the loss. If it's flat, double money. That's a big if right there, buddy. That's a big if. If it's flat, if. So, I mean, again, let me get a sip of coffee. I got my coffee warmer going. All right, I did make a note myself. So they have the synthetic positions, right? You know, we know this, right? So you go here. They are selling puts. They're up here. They sold puts. All right. That's part of the mimicking the underlying, the downside exposure, right? Just like buying calls is the upside exposure. If they sell puts on top of that, that's double the risk, double the downside risk, right? Because when MSTR goes down, it's going down because we sold puts, right? Because of the synthetic, the put side, right? It's bringing us down, right? That's the majority of that's bringing us down. If we sell puts again, just like we sell calls, weekly, we're going to sell puts weekly. If MSTR goes down, guess who's got to cover that downside? Us. So we're going to go down double. It's going to turn us into a 2x leverage fund, but only on the downside. We do not want that. We do not want that. I'd rather them buy calls. That way you get double the upside, right? So anyway, I hope that makes sense. Whoever, if you're here live, let me know if that made sense. I don't remember seeing a Rick Watson though on the premieres. So for those of you that are live, let me know if that made sense. Anyway, going to the next question. Up next, BJ Minkst. What's up? All right, video question. 5 bills. That's right. YieldMax released details on Renty, Soxy, and Biggie. Can't you see? Yesterday, those seem to be just a flat 12% distro. I know, weak sauce, right? Weak, 12%. Ew. Are these just the safe products in their portfolio or for more risk-averse customers? Is there a plan to grow the NAV on these to be a dividend growth stack or just deliver 12%? Just curious if you've ever discussed these. I actually never discussed the, the 12%ers, and I never even looked at them. I'm not going to lie, just because I don't care. I don't care. But my guess, if you go here, again, on the website, it should probably say that's what they do. Biggie actively managed fund that seeks a target annual income level of 12% and capital appreciation. So they seek to pay you 12% at a minimum, at a maximum, probably. That's just the number, 12%. So even if they make 15% annually, they're going to pay you 12%. Even if they make 10% annually, they're going to pay you 12%. So yeah, if there is more capture on the upside, they're going to keep that in the fund, and that's capital appreciation in your NAV, baby, in your NAV. So yeah, I would consider it one of the safer funds. So if you're a little more conservative and you don't want that bank bro from Misty or Platy, you can go into these, and these are very diversified. I'm not saying these are bad funds. I'm just a true degenerate that can no longer deal with 12% distributions. I'm going for the gold, man. I got to retire early. I got to get the hell out of this rat race, man. I got to bring in the income, pay my bills, live life. 12% not going to cut it anymore. A lot of people who make bank or already made bank, who have like 2 million, 3 million, 12% is pretty damn sweet, but not for me. Not for me, not for my broke ass. But yeah, I think they are good alternatives. All right, so those are the questions. Now let's get to the other funds. So who else had trades? Everyone did, I think. I don't know. Again, this is in alphabetical order now, so it's a little different, so bear with me. TSLY had trades. How you doing? Well, you look at overall win. So obviously maybe they did something good. Buy to close 20 cents. Buy to close 21 cents. Buy to close 21 cents. Buy to close 34 cents. So TSLY, they won their trades, and they opened new trades for next week. You could see 6% out of the money, 5% out of the money, 8 and 9% out of the money. So that's pretty good start. So we're doing pretty well. And let's get to the TSLY file right here after I take a sip of coffee. All right. So how did Tesla do yesterday? They went down 5.64%. TSLY went down pretty much with it, 5.42%. So it was a rough day, to say the least. All right. So how are their positions doing? All right. Again, they got, we'll ignore the red. That's for next week. Let's focus on the black font. That's for this week. Expires tomorrow. Their lowest strike is 337.50, 12% out of the money. Their highest strike is 345, 14% out of the money. So I'm not worried at all on TSLY winning their trades. Again, if I look at the pre-market, which I have on another screen, I won't keep pulling that up for you guys. TSLL is up 2.66%. So divide that in half, and there you go. There's your Tesla pre-market. They got 3 synthetics. They all expire July 18th, a 320, a 335, and a 340. If we look, Tesla's at 300. And how much do the dudes have? They got 4 million, 1 million, and 9 million. So, oh my God, are these gold diggers? That is the question. You know, are they gold diggers? What do you think? What do you think? She take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town. That digs on me. Oh, can you hear me now? My wife is gonna yell at me, like, "What the hell are you doing?" But I had to do it. I had to do it. It is a gold. These are gold diggers. Look at that. That's not a gold digger. She wants 111 mil. 111 mil. The 340 dude, he's got 9 mil. He's a broke loser. All right. The gold diggers are here. The gold diggers are here. We had to sing. It was only appropriate. Anyway, what is the value of TSLY? 1 bill. All right. The NAV 775, trade price, same thing. Synthetic on paper, of course it's negative. We just sang. All right. 30-day IV, 63%. IV estimate based on that, 38 cents. Declaration date for TSLY next week. Income estimate. Ooh, we got nothing. We got nothing. But we don't want to talk about that now because Group D is declaring today. So we'll wait for that. All right, that's the update on TSLY. Now we got to talk about NVIDIA. Did they had a trade? I think they had one stinking trade. So if we scroll, if we get a scroll on here, there you are, by the close. 2 contract. All right, this looks like an early assignment. So whenever there's early assignment, which can happen, we just say, okay, whatevs. Anyway, NVIDIA, how you doing? They went down 3.06%. NVIDIA only went down 1.95%. So that's not bad, bro. That's not bad. Good job, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Come on. All right. So what do you got here? You got 3 strikes of 155, 157.50, 160. Only 1, 2, and 4% out of the money, but we have the full trading day today and we have half day tomorrow. Is that safe? I mean, who the hell knows? NVIDIA looks to be down in the pre-market, so maybe we'll be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Rockabye. All right, so we got synthetic put 130, 146. How you doing? Well, pretty damn good because NVIDIA is at 153.30. So that's freaking good, man. Synthetic bank, bro. How much bank on paper? Let's see. 168 per share. That's how much it's worth on paper. So that's pretty damn good. All right, so the value of the NVIDIA fund is 1.7 bill. The NAV is 1642, trade price 1645. NVIDIA's 30-day IV is 36%. Their IV estimate based on that is 46 cents. Income estimate, 97 cents. They're part of Group B, though, and they don't declare for another 14 days on July 16th. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, your boy, Coney. Dun, 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 dun. What are you doing, Con? All right, let's scroll up and see if Coney had trades. Oh, there's Coney. Okay. All right. Overall, they made 11.7 mil yesterday. Again, that's recognized income. So how did they do that? They did a buy to close. They paid chump change. They paid 33 cents. They paid 15 cents. They paid 19 cents, and they paid 14 cents. So obviously, they won their trades. And then they opened new ones for next week, which gave them massive credit. 3 mil, 4 mil, 4 mil, 3 mil, right? So it adds up, all right? Obviously, how far out of the money are they going? 5, 9, they're all over the place. 8. So again, but that's for 7-Eleven, all right? Your favorite convenience store. That's for next week. So stay tuned for that then, Chico. All right, Coin had a rough day. They went down 4.52%. Coney went down 4.22%. So, I mean, I guess at least Coney beat Coin, right? Rough day. What can you say? Red day. You can't have all green days. You gotta have a little red. All right. Anyway, how you doing, Coney? Well, again, we're just gonna look at the black font. These are the ones that expire tomorrow. We have a 385 and a 390, 14 and 16% out of the money. Needless to say, I think we're pretty damn safe, to be honest. All right, let's look at their synthetic position, how they doing. They got a 330. That's doing all right, right? Coins at 335. There's 360, though. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, boy. That looks like a gold digger in the making. Do we sing, though? Do we sing? Well, not yet, right? Is it new? Is it too fresh? Because we have half a gold digger, 360. But maybe we just do the first verse, right? You take my money. All right, really, really nice and low. All right, I don't want to know you guys with too much singing today. The value of the Coney fund is 1.3 bill. The NAV is 876. Trade price the same. Synthetic on the paper, it's negative again because it's mostly a gold digger taking over. 30-day IV 61.3%. IV estimate based on that 41 cents. Income estimate 76 cents. That's pretty damn sweet, but they don't declare for another 21 days on July 23rd. Up next is your boy, Simsy Sucker. What's up, Simsy Sucker? All right, so how do we find the Simsy Sucker? Well, we have to know our alphabet. That's the problem. Hopefully we do at this point. But there's Simsy Sucker. About to close 11 cents. Is that a win? Yeah, hello. Because what they do, they made about 119 on the new trade. So yeah, they made overall credit 558,000. Your annual salary. They made a win. Good job, buddy. Good job. All right, SMCI went down for the day. Shocker, already. Everything else did. It went down 3.83%. SMCY went down 2.51%. So again, SMCY whooped that ass. So we will gladly take it. All right, let's look at the calls that expire for the week. Again, they open new trades for next week, so that's okay. Everything else is for this week. They have a 50 and a 51, 5 and 8% out of the money with 1.5 trading days. Should be okay. They have a synthetic that expires August 15th. It's a 45 strike. SMCI being at 47. That's in a good spot. On paper, it's worth about $1.02, so we'll take that. The value of the SimC fund, not much, only 231 mil. Chump change compared to MSTY, right? The NAV is 2057, trade price 2069, and the 30-day IV for SMCI is sweetness, man, 72%. So we will take it, son. IV estimate based on that, $1.15. Income estimate, I'll update it probably at the end of this week. Again, because their clocks restarted on the Monday, all right? And they declare when? Today. They declare in 20 minutes. It's the final countdown. And then the next one in 28 days on July 30th. All right. Last but not least, Plady Posse in the house. Oh, yeah. Let's see what kind of trades they got. Did they even have trades? I don't know. Where's P? Oh, there's P. Hey, P. 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 Hey, P. Okay, they don't fit in one page. Of course you don't. Make my life difficult. All right. Buy to close, 16 cents. That's good. Buy to close, 16 cents. That's good. Buy to close, 21 cents. That's good. Buy to close, 15 cents. They won all their trades. They won them. They won them. At least the ones they closed yesterday. They actually made 2.4 mil in realized, whatever you want to call it, income. They opened new trades. If you look at the expiration date, it shows 7/11 for next week. So again, no complaints here, Chico. They did pretty damn good. How did Palantir do yesterday? They went down 4.32%. Plady went down 4.18%. So it kind of got beat up just like the rest of the market. But check this out. Check out their trades, man. Everything is closed. Everything expires now on July 11th. So do we want to even talk about their strikes, or do we just celebrate the win and move on with our week? I joked around the other day. I said Plady Fund Manager, you know, he's done. He's on PTO for the week, and I guess it's right. He's gone. So whatever, man. All right, so they are 4 to 10% out of the money, but that's for next week. All right, so you got 1.5 trading days this week, and then you got all next week. Are these safe? I mean, who the hell knows, bro? But we don't have to worry about it right now. So let's move on. How's their synthetic doing? Not that good. Their synthetic strike price is 140. It actually expires on July 18th, very soon, and Palantir is at 130. So yikity-doo-dah. The value of the Plady fund is 616 mil. The NAV is 6167. Trade price 6168. Synthetic on the paper is getting his ass whooped. Negative 427. Yuckity-doo. 30-day IV, 55%. IV estimate based on that, 262. Look at this, though. Did we forget about our income estimate? What a beauty, 1170. If they pay 1170, that is a 246% yield. But, I mean, get real, guys. They ain't paying you 1170, all right? They ain't even paying you half. Well, now, I'm sorry. They may pay you half of that. Group B declares when? July 16th, so 14 days away. So, woohoo! We look forward to that guesstimate video. All right, so that is the official update on the YieldMax funds. So as we wait for the declaration announcement, which I assume you guys will tell me when they announce it in the chat, we will go to now my own personal options trades, because I like to do options trades too. And some of you give a damn, some of you don't. But for those of you that are hanging around because you give a damn, thank you very much. Shout out to you. All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We have 305 people. Hell yeah. We made the 300 mark. Thanks for telling your friends, All right. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, because now I will keep a closer eye on the chat. I tried to go fast for the people that watch after and don't watch live, because sometimes they say I take too long. Yes, press the like button. Mig's room says press the like button, right? Like button. There is a like button somewhere. So if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. It helps. It tells YouTube that you think I'm awesome. And then they tell other people that I'm awesome. And then the world goes round and round, and somehow my videos pop up on random feeds, and maybe that's how people find me. I don't know. How'd you guys find me? Actually, yeah, let me know. Let me know how you guys found me. Let me know in the chat. Let's see. All right, so I trade TSLL right now, and I trade TNA right now. So yesterday was the first. So yesterday, I mean, Tesla's been getting its ass whooped. So I couldn't do nothing except sell another put, which is fine. So at the time, it was at what, 1085. I sold the put at $9. I chose an expiration date of next week, so 10 days for that contract. 17% out of the money, which is very safe, right? The delta is 0.16, so it's under the 0.2. And that paid me about 24 cents per share, or $24. And for putting up $900 collateral, right? Because I sold the put for $9, 9 times 100 contracts. I'm sorry, 100 shares is $900 collateral. I put that up, and they paid me 24 bucks. So for that time period, that's a yield of 97%. All right. So again, why not? Why not? Don't you feel like Tesla is going to come back up, right? It goes up, down, all around, right? But oh man, oh man. All right, so let's what else? Well, again, I got this one's long dated. We don't have to talk about that, but I do have 2 other puts that expire tomorrow. They are what? Let me see what their strike is. See if we're in danger. They are at 10 and they are in 11. TSLL is at 1081 in the pre-market. So yes, the 11 is in the money and the 10 is possibly in danger. All right. So yeah, we'll see. So for the week, I have made a whopping $46 from TSLL. I know I am so rich, and you are very jealous, right? But hey, you got to start somewhere. You got to make, a few contracts here and there. But I don't know what I have to make yet. I will know after this Misty Distro. I can't wait for the Misty Distro. It's coming up soon, right, brother? Right, brothers? All right. So now, yesterday, what did I do on TNA? I sold a call because TNA in the afternoon went up. So I sold a call for a $40 strike price. It was at 34.81. That's 14% out of the money. Pretty safe. 0.1 delta. So for a 0.1 delta, I got 20 cents per share, or $20. Yield on this, suckety doodah, I know, 20%. But hey, better than nothing. Better than nothing, right? So if I look down here, how much have I made on TNA so far this week? I made about 189 bucks. And that comes to about $235 for the week. And again, I'll add my goals maybe on this video, maybe on the next video once YieldMax declares their distribution. Oh, can someone tell me the website again for the distros, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let me catch up on some comments now. Winner, chicken dinner. Yep. Chicken nuggets for me. Yeah, like my kids, they love freaking chicken nuggets. Let's What's up, Life with Dividends? What's up, Rod L? Ed Mack, you found me on YouTube. All right, so it just popped up. Maybe the algorithms work. Physics, make it stop. What am I singing? All right. I randomly showed up on your feed one day and covered 3 YieldMax ETFs. So subscribing was a no-brainer. All right, Trevor, you rule. All right, Mig's room. All right, ETF Inspector. He sold some puts with me. Check out his premieres. I think ETF Inspector, do you premiere every night at the same time? If not, you definitely should, so people can get used to, when to expect it, when to go to your channel. Your buddy shared it with you. All right. I like your buddy. Where is your buddy? Is he asleep? Still need to learn options. All right, brother, I will do a whiteboard video one day, like a new whiteboard video, a live one, so I could take Q&A. That's the plan. All right. Good morning, Randy. Keep scrolling. Wolf says, I was just watching everything about YieldMax ETFs when I saw MSTY and NVIDIA paying such high distributions. Shout out to Side Income Dad for the share. Oh, is that your friend that shared it? Yes. Shout out to Side Income Dad. Is that a YouTube channel? Global Newswire search. Okay. The website. Their last update was 6/21. So it's globalnewswire.com, I guess, right? Which is this. All right. Thank you, brother. Brian says, good morning, folks. He's new. Welcome, Brian. Sweet. We're called the RLD Wolfpack, though. Oh, all right. Who doesn't like nuggets? I mean, I don't like McDonald's nuggets, man. They are nasty. Have you guys tasted them lately? McDonald's chicken nuggets have gotten god-awful. Life of dividends in the house. Globe, not global. When you do options, I will be there. I talk about options every day, so I guess you're stuck with me every day, James. Wolf, he hasn't worked since 55. That's awesome. That is awesome. First heard about me on Reddit. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Reddit's crazy. Reddit's a huge group. It's not that consistent every night, but not at the same time. So you got to be consistent, man. I'm telling you, same. If anything, just schedule it for, if you know you'll have it done by a certain time, say 9 p.m., 10 p.m., just premiere it then, same time, every night. You'll get people at all different time slots. I mean, my time this morning, this don't work for everyone. People are half asleep. And some people like Miggs, what do you say? It's 3 a.m. for him? Like, what? But, he's dedicated. So you know about the broke investor, Howard. You are a true legend. So thank you. Double thank you to you. Yeah. Don't I know? Don't I know, man? Kids. What are we going to do with them, man? They said it's a good idea to have kids. Yes, the Meta Mastermind channel. Where are the other masterminds? Are they here? Where are they? Where are they? 14 minutes to the email. Yeah, we'll do Q&A until then. And I'll finish the rest of my coffee, and then we'll update the distributions. All right, so let's keep going here. So if you guys have questions, options questions, MSTY questions, YieldMax questions, let me know. Love your energy, man. Need to bottle that and sell that. Yeah. Well, today I'm pretty hyper. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually. It's because the whole freaking poison ivy. Oh my God! It's finally getting better. I've had poison ivy for over a week now, and it's kind of a miserable feeling. Itchy and it's just not good. Rod sounds like an 8-year-old on Christmas Eve. Hey, there's nothing that sounds better than that. All right. Seeing an 8-year-old on Christmas Eve. So it's like Christmas every day here. Is that what you're telling me, SB? You're going to get me more subs now. No, the whiteboard. I am on the struggle bus. You guys have to tell me. I mean, I'm trying to think. Would it be better to just do like a live stream on the spreadsheet or the whiteboard? All right. At least someone loves this singing. Yes. Yes. I want to do it. And the problem with it, I don't know. I was going to do it with the RLD Wolfpack. I don't know if you guys in the RLD Wolfpack, because if I do it live, it's just going to be maybe too many questions live. I don't know. I got to think about it. Eat McDonald's hamburger patties 5 at a time, no bun. That sounds like a very expensive and not worth it meal. Works for me, London. All right. It's 5:45 p.m. where I am. All right. 6:45 in Atlanta. Sleep. Yeah, I know. What is sleep? They sleep during the day, right? When do you guys, I guess you guys know each other? I don't know. All right. I work 3rd shift, so this time is perfect. For me, I prefer a 5:30 Eastern time start. It doesn't interfere with getting the kids off to school. Keep up the great work. 5:30 a.m. Snippy Cat. I mean, yeah, I could make that happen one day. Uh-oh, video question. Is the best time to make an entry into MSTY on X date or payment day? Neither. The best time is where you see, like, if you're a believer in an MSTR, and that's why you're buying MSTY, you have to look at the underlying, right? If the underlying is on a discount, or you think it's on a discount, that's the best time to buy MSTY, because then you can get a good cost basis, capture most of the upside on the way back up, and your cost basis will be pretty damn sweet. Just because on X date it drops by the amount of the distribution doesn't mean that's a great time to buy, because MSTR could be at all-time highs, and then you'll do nothing but go down when it goes, corrects itself. So there is no set day that you could say this is a great time to buy, right? It's never. The great time to buy is when the underlying is at a discount, right? So that's how I look at it. Again, not financial advice. Kids are the remedy to sleep. Yeah, man. Kids, man, it is. Whew. All right. So whiteboard. I forget what I asked you. You do want whiteboard or you don't want whiteboard? You should do stand-up comedy as a side gig. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun, right? I'll just do it on YouTube. I'll go live. Then I'll make fun of you guys. But I need to see faces, actually. All right. How about adding hooey? I mean, life of dividends. You really think I got that much time? I do have their download over here somewhere. Yeah, man. They still got, what do they got? 49. Look at their synthetics. One is a 49 strike and the other is an 80. That is crazy. So, yeah. I don't know what is Robin. Underlying price is 92. So Robinhood is at 92. Their synthetic is at, oh my God, 49. That is bank, bro. Let me calculate this. Synthetic. All right, so you got 17 and 18. Let's fix that. 17. Synthetic is worth what, 22 mil? Yeah, 22 mil. All right, outstanding shares. Let's take a look at that. 1.5 mil. Okay. And oh my God. 1470 on the paper. Man, freaking Hui is whooping ass, man. I gotta update these other ones like I did this. I did like the underlying price. Yeah, right above. Let me see if I can do that real quick here. F, column F. Yeah, so that'll pull Hoy. Hoy is 66. And then this obviously will be Hood at 92. Okay. Wow. Crazy, man. This is a nice fund. If you got into it at 50, oh, good job, guys. All right, let me keep going. My 2150 call I sold expires tomorrow on the half day. Couldn't get close. 2150 call on what? Misty? What the hell's Misty at? Misty's at 2089. Pre-market, it's at 2140. Yeah, man, that is close. Good luck. All right. Hui is a good choice. Yes to Hui. Did you ask Jay how to determine the amount of dividends on Friday to Monday? Are they putting a number like $1? I have no idea what you're asking. I mean, they determine the distribution on the Monday. I know that. So Monday this past week, or this week, Monday they determine what they're going to pay based on how much they made on the prior 4 weeks, if that's what you're asking. When stars align, love singing. Sweet. Philippines has McDonald's. Sweet. Ever thought about doing poor man's cover call strategy for personal account? I have thought about it, yes. And every time I go, do something, I stop. I'm like, nah, I'm not quite ready for that. That's something I'll do. Again, when I retire from my full-time job, I will make the time and do definitely more options trading, more creative. Right now, I got to keep it. I got to stick to what I know. All right. Proofreader 3. I don't recognize this name, but welcome. No nuggets for me. No McDonald's either. I don't blame you. Fixing a bagel and heading to work now. Have fun at work, brah. I like the energy. No quick recovery for. Yeah, man, it sucks. And good morning to you as well. All right. I'm going to go through some more comments, and it's going to be about 6:55 very soon. Do I recommend a good options course online? Just go to YouTube, man. Type options for beginners. There's a lot of good YouTubers. Everyone learns at a different, speed, different level. There's a teacher for everyone out there. So I have under my options playlist plenty of whiteboard videos already. So go check them out. If it doesn't help you, then obviously, yeah, there's like a million YouTubers that talk about options. So some are way over my head. Some speak good, speak well, speak normal. I like to speak normal because I don't know. Keep it simple, man. It's not overcomplicated. Brian Gill, what do you like better, YieldMax or Ulti? That's a good question, actually. I'd have to go with YieldMax because, it's the fund of funds. It's fund of all the funds. And eventually they're going to have so many damn funds that it's going to be like super, super freaking diversified, which is good and bad, of course. But I do love Ulti. I mean, I love both. But if I had to pick, I'll pick YieldMax. All right, it's got to be on here now. Nope. I think I'm on the right website, right? Yes, no, Jake, I agree. But that's why that's basically why I started my YouTube, because I can't understand half of these people, and they try to use the big words and this and that and just make things so complicated. But I don't know. Kieran, Rod, what's your magic number for monthly on dividends for you to retire? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Enough. The problem is I have young kids, so it has to be a lot. All right. It's got to be obviously between dividends and YouTube. Hopefully I'll get there one day, man. But we'll see. All right, let me refresh this sucker. Actually, let me check my email too. Sometimes the email's quicker. Nothing yet. 6:56. Scott, if you're listening, where's the email? Come on. I know you're listening, Scott. Type something. Come on, Scott. Come on, Scott. 123. So I guess they sent it. Who's that, Misty? Much more. I'll scroll down. Ah, duh. Thank you. All right, so here are the distributions. All right, we're going to plug them in together. Sound good? All right, let's do that now. Oops. All right. So let's see what everyone's paying. Aptly, where you at? Sorry, I'm trying to pull up on another screen. How come they didn't email it yet? All right, Aptly is 0.2695. That is a 26% yield, so not bad. All right, up next is AMZ, 59 cents. All right, not bad. That's in line with the last payment. Distro is up 0.4163. Big pay cut there, 0.4163. XYZY, 0.4398. Okay. Wow. I thought they'd pay much more than that. Nope. AIYY, 16 cents. Okay. Wow, that's much. Wow, that's horrible payment. All right, Misty. Yep, $1.23. Yep, you guys are right. 1.23. At least it's over $1. Much more than I thought. Which kind of, it kind of lined up with the that screen print I sent out earlier, which was the difference in the price change. So it's something to keep in mind on the next distro. By the way, well, we'll go through the yields in a second. SMCY. $161, 1.6102, and then YQQQ, 0.2338, 0.2338, and then winter, 1.855. Hey, I almost got that one. All right, so, oops. The distributions, Aptly, 26 cents, 26% yield. AMZ, 59 cents, 46% yield. Distro, 41 cents, 36% yield. XYZY, 43 cents, 55% yield. AIYY, 16 cents, 47% yield. Misty, $1.23, woohoo, 77% yield. Simsy Suckers in the house, $1.61, 101% yield. YQQQ, 23 cents, 21% yield. And then Winter, $1.85, 65% yield. Now we'll go down to the weeklies. Again, we add the weeklies into one column, put 4 payments in one column so it lines up with the covered call ETF payments because they pay every 4 weeks. All right, so up first is YieldMax. Let me scroll up here. YieldMax, 15 cents. Not bad, not bad. In line. It seems like these weeklies are trying to pay in line with the prior week's payment, which is really good. They want to create like a consistent income. YMAG. Oh, see, they did what we didn't think they were going to do. They paid 5 cents. So, you know, you just never know what the hell they're going to do with YMAG. 0554. Sorry, I don't see your comments right now because I have another screen up, but I'll get to them in a second. All right, LFGY, how you doing? Where you at? You're at the top, right? Yeah. LFGY 0.4669. All right, 0.4669. Again, that's a pretty damn good payment, and that's in line with the prior one. GPTY, 31 cents, 0.3182. 0.3182. And then SDTY, 16 cents, 0.1618, right? Yep. And then QDTY, oh crap, SDTY was 0.1638. My bad. Then QDTY, that's the one that's 16 cents, but 0.1618. And then RDTY, 23 cents, 0.2361. And then Ulti, 9 cents, shocker, 0.0952. And then Chippity-doo-da, Chippity-day, 42 cents, 0.4223. 0.4223. Okay. Oh, I did something. Whoops. Plus 0.4223. There you go. There you go. All right, that's it, guys. Again, I don't have the yields because these, once I fill out the all four payments, we'll have a true yield to go by. But yeah, that's the declaration, man. What do you guys think? Are you happy with MSTY? MSTY, yeah, they paid it more than $1, which is good. Much more than $1, $1.23. So, which is, you know, it is their lowest payment. Their lowest payment before that, I believe, was $1.33. So $1.23 is their lowest payment. I thought they'd pay $1.01, but again, you know, they're going to pay what they can, and that's been proven. So something for me to keep in mind going forward when I do my future, you know, guesstimations, shall I say? But yeah, unless you guys have any questions, I think we'll call it a day. I think we'll call it a day. Yeah, I don't think I see. I think you guys are all just reading the distributions. But yeah, I mean, so if you're wondering where you get this information, you can either go sign up for the emails or you go to globalnewswire.com. They typically post it before the email, and they show it like this. And then it shows, you know, again, a whole bunch of information, which, you know, it's good stuff. It's broken down pretty neatly. It does have you know, the ROC estimate, return of capital. I know a lot of people, they always talk about ROC, but to me, it's an estimate. So who really gives a damn? It doesn't matter until the end of the year when they really know if it's ROC or not. But obviously, a lot of this shows to be ROC, which whatever, man. ROC, whatever. If it's not, you pay taxes. That's life, right? It's what it is. What it is. What can you do? I prefer to make money. If I have to pay taxes, if I want to make more money, fine. I don't give a damn. All right. Yeah, brother, I will bookmark it. Thank you. You figured I would have done that by now, right? But yeah, man, happy to be home, able to do this before work. I can't do this every week because Wednesday is usually my office day. But as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back tomorrow, man. Come back tomorrow. We'll be more entertaining. All right, we'll try to be. I don't know. I feel like today's video went well. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them down below. All right. If you have a video question, type in the word video question followed by your question, and I'll answer it on the video. Okay. That's right, Mono, because Song Called said so. All right, keyword time. So if you made it this far in the video, and You want to prove it, you got to say the keyword. Keyword today is, well, I rely on you guys. When I'm live, the people that are here are supposed to give me a keyword. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Great show. That's not a keyword. Come on. Cheeky nuggets. Cheeky nuggets. Isn't that a song? This is like a kid's song, right? Cheeky nuggies. Bank bro. There's two bank bros. All right. Let's go with bank bro. All right. We'll go with bank bro. That because we got two of them. So if you made it this far in the video and you would like to prove it to myself and all the other suckers in here, you have to type in the keyword bank bro. Bank bro. All right. So just type in bank bro, and we know you suffered through this whole entire video, an hour 6. You made it through an hour and 6 minutes. So you deserve the credit. So type in the word bank bra down below in the comments, and that way we know you made it. Congratulations. All right. That's it. All right. Off to work. I hope you guys have a good day, whether you're working or not. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Peace.